hear your excuses.
I'm not making excuses.
Bullshit.
I saw.
What the hell? Welcome back, super friends and super family. I am Thor, your friendly neighborhood god of thunder, and today I'm reacting to The Haunting of Hill House, episode 8. So we're approaching the end of the show here. Just 3 more episodes left. I feel like we're going to lead the family back towards Hill House. That's just kind of something that makes sense to me. I think that now the children grown up as adults are going to have to confront whatever source or spirit is behind all this trauma and this tragedy. I don't really think they're going to be able to come through and just continue on their lives as happy. I feel like maybe someone's going to die, or maybe they're going to continue going their separate ways, and it's going to kind of be a sad ending where the family can't truly reunite or overcome the issue and what they dealt with as kids. But I don't know. Maybe there will be a more optimistic ending. I certainly hope so. I'm really hoping that we see what was in the Red Room this episode. They've really been kind of teasing that out. Since we just had last episode was focused on the father, I'm going to guess that this episode focuses on the mother, since now she's the only family member that we haven't spent an episode on. But maybe not. I hope we do, because I really want to see things from her perspective, and hopefully even see what she saw that kind of drove her to suicide. Or was it suicide? Or what spirits were after her, kind of driving her insane, and why? I just have so many questions, and I'm not going to have that many theories, because I don't know. I really don't feel like I have anything that is remotely accurate. But as always, if you do want to see the full reaction to this episode, that's going to be up on Patreon. And if you want to see next week's reaction, episode 9, that's also going to be up there for early access. Thank you to everyone for your support. Thank you to everyone on YouTube for your support. And let's just jump into the episode, The Haunting of Hill House, episode 8. I really, really hope that's what I forgot to talk about. I really hope that Luke did not run off and go buy heroin. That would just be such a sad regression right when he was doing so well. I actually don't think he did. I think that's like they're really telegraphing, like everyone is going to assume that he has, kind of like Steve assumed he had broken in and stolen his drugs, but I feel like it's going to be something different.
Possibly not that and your age.
What? Who is out there? Or what? What type of spirit, possibly? Who is that? I wonder if he had an affair. Because if they that recently were trying to have a kid, something dramatic must have happened. And if we're following the pattern that ghosts kind of represent real life things, real life issues, maybe him seeing a woman through the window was like his guilt.
Suicides can cluster.
Oh my gosh. I swear, if Luke kills himself, I don't know if I can keep watching this show. That's just too sad.
He may not be planning to come home.
That's true. That's a really good point that Theo thought of that. They should be worried that he might harm himself.
To tell them what we saw.
I mean, that was a huge thing they saw, but how would Shirley and Steve respond? They would not believe it. Luke maybe would believe it if both of them said something. I'm keeping my eyes peeled for ghosts in the background. Several people have said in the comments that I'm missing ghosts, so I'm kind of looking back and forth.
Of course you're safe with me.
What?
Where are the twins?
Downstairs.
By twins, does she mean Luke and Nellie? And if that's the case, what does that mean if she's talking to ghost versions of her children?
For him, I'm looking for a beat-up green Jeep with not one, but 2 Annie DeFranco bumper stickers, and I'm looking for it where I know he used to score.
That's at least a decent plan. That's a start.
So, he came back and knocked on the door. Her arms around me, she kissed me, she forgave me with her eyes, and
there you go. They worked through it. That's what you want to do.
we fought with love. She taught me that. with love. Same team, even you're in the middle of a fight.
What a great philosophy to have for a marriage.
Really, you get to experience that sometimes. It's a beautiful way to be.
You don't have to be perfect, but if you work together like that, that is something to cherish and be proud of. I think Steve had an affair, though.
That's all I really wanted to say.
And this dad is just doing such a great job, like making an effort with his kids. I am so happy with what he's doing.
I love you.
You guys have fun.
She's not going to respond well right now after what she saw. You with her sister? Come on.
Sorry, no candy here.
It's not a trick-or-treater. It's either Theo or more than likely something creepy.
He's my brother, but he's a junkie.
You have children, you'll understand that.
I'm never having children. She's the one who raised your kids,
Yeah,
didn't she?
you don't know.
Oh, great.
I know, yeah, just like you protected Mom.
Come on, you can't say that. That's not fair.
The library carpet, there were bruises on her upper arms because
Hold on, does he think he killed her?
it wasn't the house. She was sick. She was sick in her mind, and the one person didn't do a goddamn thing to get her help. I miss her. I miss my mom.
I mean, that definitely does show where some of Steve's, anger comes from.
Institution. They fell in love in an asylum. She was insane.
Jeez. That's like some Joker Harley Quinn stuff. I swear, if that doorbell rings again... of course it does. Of course. That was almost perfect timing. Is she gonna see something this time? Is there gonna be, like, a figure standing there? Nellie, maybe? There's no way someone could run away that fast. Some Olympian jumping away. What?
Coming to apologize. Who are you yelling at?
I swear, Theo, that was some Batman moves. Did she knock on the door? If Theo knocked on the door right there, she's pulling her Batman maneuvers. I don't think so. I think the knock was a ghost.
Understand? Get out! You are impossible. Do you know that?
Oh, always throwing it in my face that I live in your guest house.
Won't happen again.
I choose to live there, Shirley.
Can't thank you enough.
You ice people out. You always have.
I ice people out? Have you met yourself?
So I
suck at apologies.
don't have. All of us are just always helping you keep up this idea in your head that you're perfect, Shirley. Fucking life.
Oh, come on.
No! Cut me out of your life! Did you just punch me in the boob?
Don't open the door. Don't. Oh my gosh. Okay. Do you have holy water in the house? I mean, they both have to know there's ghosts now. Come on. That's confirmation beyond any shadow of a doubt. Who's calling?
The card at a gas station.
Can you text me the address?
He went to Hill House, didn't he?
You guys
Of course it is.
Some fuck.
It's not. It absolutely is not. Time to stop the denial.
It was a good enough spot for Nell. It's a good enough spot for Luke. He always wanted.
Come on.
Last time I saw Mom, the look in her eye, I've seen that look. Hell, I've seen that look in the mirror.
I mean, Steve is just terrified of being sick.
Kids.
Oh, I know I'm never having children.
Because you think that they'll just have the same image.
Oh, that makes sense. That actually makes a lot of sense. I completely understand Steve not wanting to pass that on.
It's not the house. There's something wrong with our guy. I made sure. Vasectomy.
But he never told his wife. You have to have...
You didn't tell her.
No. She wanted kids. I knew that.
Oh, you... Oh. No. No wonder she was so upset.
She was so upset it wasn't working.
Oh, and once you get married, like, how do you say I've been lying to you this whole time?
I thought I was being kind. I really thought that.
No, that's such a serious thing to be dishonest about.
I'm so sorry.
Dang, just like Luke, I was misjudging Steve. I really thought he did something wrong in the marriage. That's such an impossible situation, like being afraid to pass on a mental illness to your children.
Mom?
What the?
This is an older picture.
And you can't understand that as a kid. Oh, he's gonna go burn it down. You guys better hurry, you gotta book it. That's not the way to defeat ghosts with fire.
I thought I could keep you kids safe if you didn't know, but for 20 years I've been holding the door closed because I knew there were monsters on the other side. Do you understand me? It's like an unfinished meal to that house, and your brother is walking right...
Oh no. But how is he gonna convince Steve? Steve is so hardcore in denial.
She was not well.
No, not her. The man repairing the clock.
What about him?
So that guy was a ghost.
Workers toward the end.
Not for that clock, I did.
But Steve's not gonna believe that. I mean, he literally doesn't believe this when he saw Nellie with his own eyes.
I never built you kids a treehouse.
Wait, what?
When we get
Oh,
there,
come
you
on,
can have a
Steve.
look,
Put it
but I have to tell you
together.
something. Your mother
Put it all
is
together.
sick. That's why I told your sisters to stay put.
You really think they will?
No, no way. Theo and Shirley. No.
Like going to kill himself?
I mean, maybe Luke isn't trying to, but maybe the ghost will force him to, like they did to their mom.
Couldn't see him, if that makes any sense.
You know what? Never mind. I don't even know why I let you come with me.
Dang, I really did not think Theo was the one who did it.
To hear your excuses.
I'm not
or
making
your
excuses.
bullshit.
I saw.
What the hell? Who the heck was that?
Are you okay?
That was her. That.
Who was that? Nellie? That one got...
I touched Nell because I had to know. You know what I'm talking about. No, and I touched her. Just nothing. And it's nothing until I couldn't feel anything anymore. I was just this dark, empty black hole. I couldn't feel anything, Shirley, after I touched her skin. This is what death is, just out there in the darkness, just darkness and numbness and alone. And it is for all of us when the time comes. I didn't see him. I didn't see him. And... Oh God, it worked.
Really?
I was gonna lose the only sister that I had left. Better than nothing. That thorough empty nothing. I can't. Shirley, please.
I mean, at least they did have that moment together, as opposed to just Shirley shutting her off completely. And they were able to communicate, which I feel like is so critical to the frayed relationships of everyone in this whole family. Luke, there's no way you can do it on your own. This place is like a spin-off of the Overreach Hotel. Is that what it's called in The Shining? Is this like its distant cousin, Hill House? I mean, how physical can these ghosts actually get? Like, can they just grab Luke and stop him from lighting the match? Okay, time to book it. That's not your mom. Oh my gosh, what the heck? That one got me good. Man, okay. Oh wow. Man, that one had some good scares there. Those are some we're escalating the scares as we're reaching the culmination. That was a really good episode. I do feel like I'm beginning to understand a little bit more clearly what's happening. Like, so from what I understand, the family is being targeted by the spirits of this house, and I think that it's going to be related to the original owners somehow, whether they were the first people who got haunted or something to do with their backstory. Like maybe they are really the perpetrators or people who did something really weird and messed up while they were alive, and maybe they're actually haunting this family now who just was unlucky enough to stay in the house. But I don't know. I don't know what the solution is going to be. Like, how do you defeat these spiritual entities? Like, I mean, are they gonna figure out a way to like outsmart these demons? Are they all just gonna get killed? I don't think that's gonna happen. I mean, something about this episode makes me feel a little bit more hopeful. Like maybe the family does have a chance to pull it together, to come together and work something out. I'm really hoping for that. I mean, seeing that moment, which was really great, where, you know, having Theo and Shirley, I mean, I don't think they fully mended exactly what happened, but Shirley did listen and did seem to understand, and Theo opening up and just explaining, you know, how devastating it was to touch Nellie's body. I think that did give Shirley some perspective, and just, you know, to really understand that this is not just, you know, someone drinking out and being drunk and then going and making out with your husband. This is someone, you know, the whole family, like they're dealing with something that is beyond them, that is these ghosts, you know, including their mom as well. And I feel like this episode, I feel like I'm getting a little bit hopeful because I feel like the dad was getting through to Steve. I feel like Theo was getting through to Shirley, and Luke, I mean, obviously he's in trouble from what we saw at the end there. Made a big mistake going in there by himself, but you know, he is clearly convinced that there is more going on than just illness. So I think we're really committing to the fact there's real ghosts, and everyone is getting on board with that idea. Now, like I said, I really have no idea how they're going to overcome the spirits. Don't know. I mean, is there a book in the library? Can you Google like how to defeat the haunted house? This is where you really need Buffy. I feel like Buffy could come in and take on some of these ghosts, but I don't know. Something that I really liked in this episode was just finding out the reason why Steve didn't want to have kids. I mean, obviously he made a huge mistake in being dishonest with his wife, like not explaining that to her before they got married. But I can sympathize with him more because, you know, seeing him talk to his dad and seeing the pain he had from losing their mother, the fact that he was, you know, older and probably had more of a mature relationship and missed the mom more. Like her death probably hit him in particular very, very hard. And then just having that fear of passing on your sickness to your child. I think that's something that is something that a lot of people think of, you know, like if you have problems, or especially if you have some type of illness, you know, you do have that fear, and you don't want, you know, an innocent kid coming into this world and having to carry that burden that you have to carry yourself. So that I liked seeing that perspective in the show. But I'm getting excited. I'm getting excited to see how everything is going to wrap up. They're really teasing out what the heck happened in the Red Room. I am really anxious to see that and get that answered. And I'm also really anxious to see what exactly happened the night that their mom committed suicide. But thank you to everyone for watching, for tuning in. Let me know in the comments if you were entertained by me jumping from those ghost scares. I look forward to seeing my own reaction when I edit this, but hopefully those are fun to watch. And maybe we'll see some more as things escalate. Maybe there's going to be more and more big jump scares in these final 2 episodes. I'm excited to see. Thank you to everyone for watching, and as always, remember, be active, be mindful, and be a hero.